I will start with the first lesson, and I will build on what Sarah asked you as an exercise in this morning, when she asked you to introduce yourself to each other. And if you would be kind enough just to recall the way you introduced yourself. And I'm betting that what you said was your career or your social status, if you're single or married, or if you're a manager, or an architect, or a designer, or a doctor, or a professor, whatever. This is all normal because I used to do the same and I still do the same. But what I would like to share with you is that this is a dangerous proposition. Why? Because all these are roles that you're playing. Being a manager is a role. Being a professor is a role. Being a designer is a role. Being a husband is a role. Being a wife, a son, a brother, wherever it is, it's a role. And the trick is that all roles are temporary, they're volatile, and they're about to end at some stage in your life. So one day, you will not be a manager anymore. One day, you might not even be a father if your children get married and decide to go on their own way. One day you will wake up and you see that your business has disappeared. So what does that mean? If you're not a manager anymore, does that mean you're a nobody? If you're not a CEO anymore, does that mean you're a nobody? I learned this the hard way. I work for a company, an international company, if I may say the name. I work for a company called Reuters International, the famous international news agency, for little less than 20 years. And my last job there, I was the head of the Middle East operation, the managing director. And I used to introduce myself as Michael from Reuters. What a dangerous proposition. Because a time came and I wasn't anymore the managing director of Reuters Middle East. So what does that make me? Because of the position that I held, which is a public position, I used to dine and wine with head of states. Every time I visited one of my countries, the next day or the third day, I used to meet the head of that state. Now, if I go to the same state and I'm not in that position anymore, do you think I'll have a chance to meet that person? No. So what does that say? Does that say I'm a nobody? On the contrary. So the point is that all these roles are just roles that we're playing. And in fact, the word role is a Shakespearean word developed 400 or 500 years ago for the particular industry of the theater. And as you know, Shakespeare, Allah yarhamu, said, all life is a play, and the world is a stage, and we're just playing roles.